Okay, welcome back to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails. This afternoon I will be doing a very short set of sculptured pink acrylic extensions for Wendy. She is going to a wedding and she just wants her nails a little bit longer. Just sorting out my brush. So I've prepped the nails and I have a nail prep video. You're more than welcome to go and view it. I'm going to use NSI Attraction Sheer Pink Powder because on Thursday morning we will be painting these nails for Wendy. And I will video that. So let's get started. Now on her pinkies I'm just going to do a little bit of an overlay on them. I don't want this thick, I'm just trying to even out the natural shape of her nail because she has a point in it that makes it look like it ski jumps on the end a little bit. So I'm just filling that in just there. Remember, we pat our acrylic in. Now, we've discussed what we're doing, and Wendy doesn't want her nails much longer than her pinkies. So, that's what we're going to do. So I like to put a small layer on the nail bed, which I have, that I'm happy with, and now I'm going to extend the free edge, and then I will put a strength layer over everything when I'm finished forming my free edge. And it's very important that you keep working on your sides, making sure that they're as in line as possible. The same with the end here. Once you're happy with the shape and the length, and remembering doing this little bit of fiddly work now means less work and less filing at the end. So here comes my last bead for this nail, and like I said, this is my strength bead.
Right.
I'm recording. Hang on. Sorry, oh, that was my husband. Okay guys, welcome back to Marie's acrylic and gel nails. So we've removed all the sculptures off this one and we're starting on the next hand. So again, the same with this pinky. Because they ski jump a little bit, I'm just going to even out the nail bed. And what happens as Wendy's nails grow is, and it's only her pinkies that seem to do it, is that they curl from the free edge up. So all I'm doing is, well, it's technically an overlay, but I'm making sure I've got hardly any product on the ends of the nails, and I'm just filling in the nail bed a little bit to even out that raised look she has. It's almost like she has a little bit of an indent in the nail bed. It's just an illusion, but putting this little bit of acrylic and filling it in where I needed to, just get rid of that illusion. And well, the camera's not going to pick it up so much, that I don't think. Wendy will tell you herself, looking at it, it's not jumping up in the sky as much as what it was. So, and that's all I'm doing, is just filling in down here at the bed of the nail and being very careful. Any excess product on the end I am definitely wiping off. I don't want very much on there at all. Much better. No more jumpies. So again, going to just sit my hand under here so I know. Going to prime the nail. So I have wet primer. Pick up. Again, I like to put just a small bead of acrylic and pat it into the nail bed before I start working on the free edge. Now that that's there, I'm going to build my free edge. We are painting these nails white, black and gold. It's got gold in it, that design, doesn't it?
Mhm. Yep.
For the wedding. So I'm just using a sheer pink, because Wendy, well, she might decide to keep them. You never know. You don't know. But at this stage, the plan is she wanted something on that's easy to get off. I might talk her into keeping them on, at least for a feel, so I can video a feel. I may not either, but I'm going to try. She loves me. Sometimes. As long as she gets a mocha, hey Wendy.
That's it. That's all I come for.
Mocha,
mocha and a gas bag.
There'll be people out there that know me on YouTube land that'll be going, yes, you can certainly talk. So this is my last little ball I'm putting on. This is our strength bead. We do not want these thick at all. There's going to be very, very, very little filing in these nails. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Wendy's got me under a time constraint. And I think she's amazed because I'm gonna rock it in.
Yes.
I've said that now and I'll jinx myself now and something really bad will happen. And I won't. Touching Now guys, I do prefer to do sculptured nails. I think they're, with acrylic, they're a much more natural looking nail at the end of it. You can pinch the acrylic and shape it a lot better. I like it cost-wise because I'm not paying for glue and for tips, and I do pass that saving on to my customers. That some customers are a little bit hesitant about sculptured nails. I know Wendy was the first time I did it, because I think we first put tips on Wendy when she first came and saw me back in July last year.
Correct.
And after that, because she had natural nails that I was just overlaying in gel, and she broke one, and I said, oh, this is easy, and I did a gel sculpture. And when she saw just how easy it was just to do a tiny little bit of an extension on her natural nail without tips and glue and all of that, what she knew she wanted for this wedding. And by the time I'm done, nobody will know they're not hers, and that's the best thing. I really like it sculptures too when they're just done. People can't really tell, even looking underneath them, if they're not really thick in that, and they're the right thickness in that they're not your nails. Whereas a tip, it's fairly obvious. It's a sculptured nail, it's not so obvious when you turn and look at the back, because you can't see where it sort of lines up. You might on yours because you've got your natural nail there. If you've left longer, but on say this short one here, that there's not much nail there, you won't be able to pick up as much. And time-wise, I think sculptures are so much easier. You saw my nail prep. If I was doing tips, then I've still got to blend in seam lines depending on what kind of tips I'm doing. So there's all that work that's got to be done. So I've just gotten rid of all that work by doing the sculptured nail. Okay guys, I'll see you later. Hope you enjoy. I'll come back and show you when they're filed. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, this hand's all been done and her extensions are all on, if you can see. So I'm just filing this hand. So we start here at the sides, making sure they're nice and straight. And be careful when you're doing this, because you don't really want to change the shape too much. You just want to take off any excess, which I've done. And then Wendy's having squoval nails, so it's squared just with the rounded edges, which we've done. Now this is what I mean about being, when you're doing the sculptures, if you're careful and you make sure that you clean up your excess in that. I haven't touched these nails before you've seen them. So now I'm going to come around the sides and I'm going to roll down the nail with my file to give the nail the nice shape. And I will come down the opposite side and this side. because we've got another day just before the wedding, and because of what we've used, we don't want everyone to see. We are going to just put some polish on just until Wendy finishes work, and I will have to remove it. So we've got half an hour to kill, so I'll do something a little bit fun when Wendy and I can still chit chat. So down the front of the nail here, because you don't want the free edge being thick, I'm filing down. So basically my best tip is follow the way the nail grows to get your shape. And just remember that you've got to work that shape, that you're having that C curve in the centre of the nail, because that's what gives you your nail strength. So when you're happy with your view, I can turn her hand this way and check her view, and her view looks spot on. You haven't seen me do that before, but I'm always happy with my view. So when I know I'm happy with my view, when I was turning it around there, I knew that her view was going to be good. But I do encourage...
Better vision.
Thank you. I do encourage you very, very strongly, I'll do it again since we've moved. Check the client's view, make sure there is no holes in those nails, and that the length's okay. This one here, this nail here, it's could have the file come across it a little bit, because it's a bit high on this side. On her view, and when I turn it around to my view, I go, oh my God, what did I do? But from her view, it will be nice and straight now. So the last one we've got is the thumb. So again, down these side walls, there is very minimal acrylic down there because of the way I padded my acrylic.
Better view.
Oops.
That's it.
Thank you. She's watching for me. She's wonderful.
Low battery.
Yeah.
1 bar.
Oh well, I've got more batteries there, so I'll get through this little bit of filing anyway, hopefully, and then I'll change the battery. And so down the sides, around the back of the cuticle, and I always file around and down. I find that gives me the best shape. And what I do to one side, I make sure I do evenly on the other side. And Wendy hasn't seen me be this fast or quick or have this less filing in a long time.
Oh, because you just want to yap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I drag my feet because I love
We wanna
Wendy so much that
Gossip and
people... So we were naughty. She used to come just after 12 and she wouldn't leave until about 4 or 5. But we're on a bit of a time constraint at the moment. It's all good. But I have seen a lot of her. I miss her when she's not here. So again, you can turn your client's hand so you can check her view. Eyes are happy, whether she is or not. she'll let me know. I love that nervous giggle.
It's not nervous. I don't need to worry.
So, okay. Now that they're all done, you can give your client some soap and a nail brush to go and wash all the dust off, and depending on how much you've done, I strongly suggest it, but because I haven't done a lot and I've got all the dust off her nails, I'm not going to. I'm just going to get my Glaze and Go, and I'm going to put my Glaze and Go on the nail, making sure I cap the free edge. And again. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, so making sure I cap the free edge. Tongue-tied. And Wendy's going to pack me in her suitcase so I can go with her.
Yeah, there's a few ladies to do on Friday.
Exactly. Okay. And last but not least, and she's going to go in the LED light for 60 seconds while the Glaze and Go cures, and she will be all complete. So before she goes in, I'll get her to hold this hand up.
I think the camera's dropped.
No, it's still going, it's still counting. So they're not long extensions, the polish bottle sort of round her fingers. They're not long, but they're just enough. So I'll get her to do that. I will record the polishing soon, and so I'll be back.